go now to the southern border, where the mayor of Eagle Pass, Texas, has issued a local disaster declaration because of scenes like this playing out right now as we speak. Thousands of migrants have flooded the area after boarding trains in Mexico bound for U.S. ports of entry. So you see that there in Texas, but the migrant crisis continues to cause problems nowhere near the southern border. Take a look at what happened on Staten Island, New York overnight. Several people protesting. They were arrested as they were protesting migrants moving into a former senior living facility. Henry Rosoff with our New York station joins me live now. Henry, thank you for your time. All right, so we saw a bit of that video there. First of all, just tell us what happened. We know the protesters were trying to block a bus full of migrants, but was that bus eventually able to get through?
It was, because the NYPD ended up arresting 10 individuals who were blocking, banging on the bus. The mayor today really called this behavior unacceptable. There's been a growing groundswell on Staten Island since they tried to turn a former school a few weeks ago into a migrant shelter. In fact, it is a migrant shelter now, where hundreds, perhaps up to 1,000 people have been coming out 2-3 times a week, really pushing back against Staten Island being part of the mayor's migrant response and opening up emergency shelters there. Staten Island, the most Republican conservative area of a deep blue liberal city. And so they're not really supportive of many of the migrant policies that the mayor and the governor have been supporting.
Well, speaking of that, Henry, I know Mayor Adams spoke out about this. I know the Governor Hochul, has weighed in. What has been the reaction from those New York lawmakers?
Well, we actually heard a pretty sharp response from the governor. I was at a media event with her just a couple of hours ago, and she said anyone opposing the migrants in this sort of aggressive manner really needs to, and these are her words, search their own history, because people either came through Ellis Island or in steerage on slave ships. So she's really tried to put this in those sharp terms, she being the daughter of Irish immigrants herself, who has quite an immigrant journey. So she kind of speaks from the heart when it comes to these issues about how migrants are treated, whether or not you agree with the migrant policies that are playing out in New York City right now.
And Henry, this migrant crisis, we saw the video from there in New York. They were on Staten Island. We saw some video just a bit ago in Eagle Pass, Texas. The migrant crisis specific to New York City and Staten Island, shifting to Washington today, and that part of a different congressional hearing.
Yeah, Homeland Security hearing where you saw actually the city council minority leader, Republican from Staten Island named Nichole Berlie, was among those testifying. And essentially, he was pretty even keel and laid out the deep financial trouble that New York City is in. The mayor recently, as I know you guys have reported, announced up to 15% budget cuts. You're talking about overtime for police officers and firefighters and sanitation workers and not being able to hire new teachers. Real tangible, impactful stuff. And he was talking about that. Democrats in general during that separate hearing, I know you guys are tracking another big one over there, tried to make the case Republicans not negotiating in good faith to fix immigration, and Republicans essentially trying to make the case the border needs to be closed, and they oppose President Biden's border policies.
Yeah, that migrant crisis playing out far from the border there in New York. Henry Rosoff from our New York City affiliate, thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.